Alright, let's see if all this nonsense still works. The plan is to run Isle Tier 5 to get a couple more people in the kin the title, one of which should have it, but he got screwed out of it in our previous run because apparently if you need to repair, you lose the title. So while people are logging on and getting ready, I'm just going to do a quick warm-up with... Oh, well, Poteen, enjoy it as to the best of your ability. So I'm just going to do a quick warm-up here as I'm getting fully awake, because I was up way too late last night playing games. But I do see that the couple of people we have who should be our second and third are both logging on, because this is about the time we planned on running. And I think I just completely missed that interrupt there. But yeah, I badly need a quick little break of something to do that's not jumping right into a tier 5 so that the coffee can kick in. Let's see. Just talking plans over with the kin and kin chat here. Doing the planning of when we run, who's going to be doing what. Which also means that I'm not actually paying anything like proper attention to these fights, but it is just a tier 7 Beast of Belfless. And that's why I do this one as my warm-up here, because it's not one I actually really have to pay attention to at this point. Yeah, those new lizard models are honestly kind of awesome. The salamanders and the various variations of them, all the way up to the big lizards.
News has come in with details. There is much to be done, and Führer
Okay. Try to open my delving chest. Didn't get anything noteworthy out of it. Just some marks and a crafting material bag, but that is just fine because I will use those. I'll do some quick inventory cleanup here. This will be necessary. What is that? Matham Hunter's armor. Oh man, I remember the days when you got the Matham Hunter's armor, it was actually good and useful. But at this point, it's so under itemized compared to most of the rest of the things you can get or do get. It's kind of, at this point, you may as well just throw a lot of those away. Which is a bummer because I have so many of them stashed on various bank alts that I had kind of always kept around for next time I'm leveling a character. And at this point, that's now kind of like meh. Alright, so let me get out of the Bloody Eagle just because it's always chunky in there. And I need to swap to tanking gear. For the Isle, we're going to go straight into a boss, so I will start in that spec. And let's load. I do need to actually update my gear set because that is my new bow. But I will live with gear up having the one red yelling at me bit. I also really thought I had better tanking boots than those, but I am not finding... Yeah. I still don't have teal tanking boots, which is kind of a bummer. Because these ones here are not bad by any stretch. They've got a decent amount of vitality, tactical mitt, finesse, and resist. I do wonder, though, before I actually jump into something,
Do you have need of something?
if I just look through the, what is it, Pristine Resolute. So Pristine Resolute would give me basically equivalent armor, a lot more vitality. That's just totally a wash, unless I luck out and get a really high level version. And that's probably why I'm still using the boots I'm using. Oh well. And hey, speak of the devil, there is D-Man there. So I'm just going to, again, dip out of the Eagle, because everything always chunks more in the Eagle. And I'm going to hop into Kin Discord here. Because I see D-Man's hanging out. What's up?
Good afternoon.
So the plan is to get you a non-getting screwed over run at Isle.
That's the plan. I got mithril coin if I need to repair. I am not leaving ever.
Never leave the boat. That was just when you got that response back. It's like, well, hang on a second. Do they really expect VIPs to have that much of an advantage on these?
I think it has to do with protecting somebody who just comes in for the last boss to get the title, but you have to be there the whole time. Assuming that's what that's for.
Yeah, but the deed should be all 3 boss kills and finish. Like that is an easy fix. There are so many ways that they do tracking without. Yeah, Yeah, not gonna go off on a rant.
Yep, I agree, but I was getting nowhere with them.
All right, so morning wear. I'm just gonna throw invites out. I don't know who all is ready to actually hop in. I'm still partly waiting for caffeine to kick in. Alright, do I have all of my things and stuff? I swear I had a different set of tanking boots that I was using for a while, but I cannot for the life of me find anything better than what I have right now, which is really weird. Ah, well, just gonna keep going with these. Alright, well, when everybody's set, just yell and I'll get us a dungeon started up.
I am ready.
And I am also as ready as I'm going to get.
Honestly, in Isle, the big thing really just seems to be mitigating mitigating mistakes over like blasting DPS. So I think we are a good, slow and steady rolling crew here. Oh, and making sure, do I have enough? Okay, I've got 24 disease pots. I should be good.
I topped mine off 50, 50, 50, and 50.
Yeah. Yeah, I can always pull more out of shared storage or just get some from the healer on the beach if I absolutely need to. And then the other fun question is going to be, when combat starts, does Lotro do the thing where potions disappear from quick bars? Been doing that again recently.
I don't know. I were in the Palantir 3 mod, and so they're actually, as soon as I get a disease, it pops up on my mouse. I can just click.
Yeah, I use the buff bars quick slots that does something very similar, and that most of the time works. Although not always. What I've noticed, it gets a problem if you have a mix in your inventory of crafted and bought items. That sometimes seems to confuse it.
So, for some reason, the game thinks they're two different items, even though they're the same.
Yes, that is my current working theory on why the pop-up hot buttons don't always work for that. But Lotro's had a thing going on for a while now where periodically in combat, consumables like some potions and stuff will just like wipe themselves from your hotbar. I thought it was just me for a while, but then I was watching it happen to Bloodborne as well on a few of his streams where he's just like, well, guess I don't have potions.
Nice.
Yeah. Just like, excuse me?
Yeah, I haven't had any issues with my Bevia bars, dedicated quick bar for my potions and such.
Yeah, I've not really liked Palantir when I tried it in the past, but it was years ago. So I'm probably going to have to find a new plugin for stuff like that because Buff Bars has just gotten sketchier and sketchier over time. So I might have to check out Palantir or what was it you said you were using? Where?
Bevio bars.
Oh,
It's just more quick slot bars, but
cool.
it's not reactive, but it's in the middle of my screen and doesn't move.
That I would love.
And I can set it hides when I'm out of combat, and it gets bolder when I'm in combat. And I use Bevia bars for a lot of bar customization, pet bar, mount bar.
Nice. All right, well, we're in Isle, so whenever you're done in the archive, you're good to hop in and.
I don't have a travel. I didn't realize it was up.
If you. Oh, Archive of Traceries doesn't have a portal. No, Archive of Traceries has a portal. If you zone.
I've zoned in and
Oh.
out. I've joined instances from there all the time. That's why.
Yeah, no, I know that usually if you change zones, you'll sometimes get the retravel. Let me just drop you and reinvite you.
Okay. Yeah, that didn't work.
Well, we'll fix that real quick.
Sorry about that.
No worries. Something I need to actually remember to do is refill my scrolls. I see somebody else just threw them, but I was down to one apiece. Thankfully, I have a bunch of them in shared storage.
I got 30 of each, so we're good for a while.
Sweet. All right. If y'all are good, I'm going to go get us a big crock. Let's see if I remember how to play this damn game. So remember, if it comes up and you can cleanse it right away, Yep, so there once again, my potions are going wonky. If it comes up and you can cleanse it right away, Predator's Gaze won't turn into Fixate. And nobody has to run around like a chicken with their head cut off. I don't have a cleanse up for this septic wound. Thank you. Oh. Was he fixated on Hillock?
Yes.
Awesome. It is honestly so great whenever one of the pets can basically just eat one of those.
That was not fast enough.
Septic Cloud going out. I'm coming to Ware's side. All right, we've got good, steady progress. Septic Cloud going out. I really wish, just purely selfishly, that when he did Predator's Gaze, it had an induction bar so we could see when he was starting to put it on somebody.
That would be handy.
Oops, Septic Cloud going out. I completely missed that. It would just be nice for somebody to be able to call out, like, hey, somebody definitely has the eye right now.
Doggone it. It was a fear, darn it.
Yeah, it's sorry, it's a fear effect, which is kind of rough.
Yeah, no, I knew that at one point, and I definitely just clicked wound anyway.
Yeah, that'll happen. All right, he's back on me. Just going to bring him back this way so that when he Septic Clouds, it is basically just overlapping this bit. Septic Cloud. I'm going to swing around to you guys, so basically you can just stay on the edge where you are. And he's going to stand there and just let us range damage him for a little bit. I'm not going to complain. Nice.
That was really smooth.
Yes. That was absolutely awesome. Nobody died on the croc boss, and we only had a couple of predator's gazes that turned into actual fixates, and they were non-problematic. So, excellent.
Yeah, it's impressive when I mess up that many times and still live. It's great.
Well, I discovered a skill I haven't been using on my bear called Sacrifice, where I can absorb 60% of the damage to a target.
I wondered why you ended up at like half morale for a few of those bits. That makes a lot of sense now. But you have the mitigation also to suck some of that up.
And Sacrifice has an innate damage reduction in it as well.
Nice. Yeah, I really, really do believe that especially Isle on the higher tiers is not about just bringing gear or like big damage or things like that. It is about who can mitigate mistakes. That is just way more successful, it seems like, in here than bringing like somebody who can blast. Because definitely good DPS, helps so that things like the trash pulls don't take forever, but we're chewing through these guys really well. And nobody's stuff is budging.
Well, the nice thing about a higher DPS is the longer you're in the fight, bigger chance somebody's going to make a mistake.
Yes, so you can't like literally bring 0 DPS, but I will take like a 75% DPS and a lower mistake threshold than a 100% DPS and I'm standing in bad again.
I don't see a red square. Is there a red square here?
Yeah. Okay, get you over. Nice CC on.
When making a difference, I made a DPS swappy this morning. Because I've only ever just done red with my yellow set.
Yeah, Loremaster I don't tend to shift around very much. But I really just play my LM solo to like quest and do stuff. So I think I think on my LM I have like one set of very poorly made blue LIs.
Yeah, I certainly hadn't bothered with it for, until now. But if I do keep getting DPS slots, I might as well take the plus 50% Nature's Fury damage, etc.
Ooh, yeah. Oh,
They liked me.
and this poor guy off all by his lonesome. And I think we're definitely going to do the thing where we split this pole. So I will go wander over there and make us some friends. All right, Captain, start yelling at me. There we go. Sorry, I'll pull him into your oil here.
It's weird judging the distance of the slope.
It really is. The geometry gets strange, but I want to make sure we actually get that used, so I do not mind repositioning. Let me restore some power here real quick and hop in my other spec. And let's go up and get the boss. But yeah, doing that split just seems to make this fight go so much smoother. Oh, and for anybody who hasn't been in here on tier 5 before, where that's primarily going to be you on DPS, there will be scions spawned in some of the trash mobs. Have you done stuff with scions before in previous iterations?
I've seen that they do exist and that they sometimes have special abilities, but that's about the extent of them other than they're annoying.
Yeah. So you see this guy here has the eyes on his buff bar there, the scion of Sauron. So in his case, he has two different scion abilities, and both of them are just kind of making him more annoying. Random trash will also spawn as scions in here. And sometimes their scion abilities will be things like making their friends resistant to damage and things like that. So in trash packs, if a scion spawns, they're the number one on the kill list. And of course, because we didn't seem to be getting them on the Ghost Pirate packs, we're probably going to get some Scions in the Elementals.
Can I vote no?
I would love to vote no, because Elemental Scions are just a royal pain. But we've gotten really, really lucky so far, and there's just no way that our luck holds that well through one of these runs. Yeah, so that guy basically had the Scion buffs that were just giving him like 150% damage resistances, so he was just a solo chip away Scion. Alright, so Big Dumb Monkey, here's where if you've got anything you can do to buff your tactical mitigation, like a piece of gear that has extra tac mid on it, now is the time to maybe swap that in for this fight, because those poison clouds will wreck you when he throws barrels. And I will rethrow scrolls so that Ware has them.
Hey, I increased my max power by 5%. I'm ready to go.
That extra 5% power is going to be all the difference for the Beorning healer here. Let me know when you're set, Ware.
A little present.
Oh, I've got foods though.
Yeah, this is better stuff.
Oh, I see. That is the teal stuff.
Yeah, that will 2 hours persist through death.
The persist through death part is the awesome thing in that. I've been leveling this guy's cooking specifically for that.
It's probably correct.
My crafters can't help out with gear, but I can cook food.
All right, let's go get us a monkey. So there's nothing for you guys on this one that's going to be significantly different, other than just the puddles and barrels are going to hurt more and just have to be gotten out of. For me, I've basically just got to let him punt me up and down the river when that comes, because he's going to have a stacking kind of damage debuff that gets rolling, and the punt lets me wear that off. First ground pound out. Poor Hillock. I do kind of love when he punts me, though, and it gives me time to... it gives me time for my shield cooldown to finish up. It's actually kind of helpful. Alright, I'm going to start moving him this way, so where... Watch out, head to your right. Okay. I just want to be over here for when the first set of ads spawn. Even though they're not actually tankable, which still annoys the absolute crap out of me. Ground pound. Right, I'm going to be coming back the other way down the river. Oh, that was a nice punt. Ground pound. Which is perfect because he should take care of that last ghost. Right, new set of ghosts coming. All right, I've got cooldowns. Take care of your guys' stuff. Ground pound. Poor Hillock. All right, keep it up. We are doing awesome. We got him just about at 1 million. Ground pound. Which means he should catch that Mariner. And 350. Oh, come on. That should have finished the Mariner. Jerk boss. Awesome. Nice and smooth. Hey, what's up, Chura dude? Nice to see you, man.
Hey, I got a jet.
Oh, nice. So yeah, we got a jet. And I got the Isle of Storms, so, music box again. For the, how many music boxes have we now gotten out of here over our various runs?
Quite a few.
I've taken home 2 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have a house that still doesn't have the Isle of Storms theme?
I have enough houses. I just don't want the thing in everyone. But
Oh, what? You don't want the same soundtrack at all of your houses? Jeez. Oh, and I'm gonna take a quick second and yank the essence out of my existing shoulders because these are a slight upgrade over what I'm wearing. So I'm gonna do that right now. So I love these essence reclamation scrolls.
I've also got a monkey if either of you would fancy it.
I actually already have monkey.
I don't have the monkey yet, strangely, given how often I run this place.
That is strange. Would you like a monkey?
I'll take a monkey if you've already got one and don't want it, yeah.
Yeah, I've got it on my collector character, and I really don't care for monkey as much.
Thank you, thank you.
The funniest part about the monkey is when you spawn it, the default name is George.
That's kind of amazing. 1 second. Hey, Jinjar, thank you for the raid. Just mute here for a second. So, everybody coming in with Jinjar. Just doing some Isle Tier 5 here. We did get D-Man, our Beorning here, a completion the other day, but because he had to leave to repair, he didn't get the credit for the actual Tier 5 leading the charge deed. So we basically are coming back in to get him his revenge and get Werewillow, our Loremaster, Tier 5. So we just completed the second boss, and we are on our way to boss number 3, the big annoying bird. All right, sorry about that. Had to just say hello to folks rating the channel. All right, so let's see. In this first trash pack, I'm just seeing if I see any scions yet. I don't see any scions on these, so we should just have a normal kill. And yes, I am in the right spec. These are just kind of chaotic a little bit because they're going to do random ranged attacks on people that are not me, so where you're just going to catch some strays.
Yep.
That should give you a bit of breathing room. I just horn stunned these guys.
wonder if I should have gone for the ranged attack extension, Word of Power.
I really like the ranged attack extension on kind of any of my attack classes I can get it, to be honest. The catch to that, though, is that these guys do have kind of a massive range on their attack, and they will pick people at max range and just fling extra damage at them. I don't know if there's anything that can legitimately just stop that other than me trying to keep them debuffed. These guys, I think, really are a twofold test. One, how many interrupts can the group get off when they do their inductions? And two, does everybody have tactical mitigation? Okay, so we've got an errant that is non-scion, a chaotic, and a chaotic. None of these guys look like they're scions? So that's honestly kind of a little bit weird, but... Alright, I just blew both my interrupts. Worn out. Alright, I'm interrupt on cooldown for another few seconds here. Good job on all the other interrupts too, because I still have basically all of my power, which means they have not been getting their stuff off. Interrupted the errant. Interrupting errant. Awesome job. One more trash pack after these guys, and then we have the big dumb bird. And of course, for this one, we can't pre-check and see if we get any scions because it's the spawn when it activates. So, where I apologize, just try and find scions if any are there and prioritize them. Oh, this chaotic right here that I've got targeted is a scion. So it's going to be our must die first target. And I'm power drained, so I'm just on auto attack here for a minute. Good to see you stopping in, Jinjar. Appreciate the raid. Wish us luck in here. guys really wanted to knock me into you guys. Alright, Scion is almost down. Alright, now this should be much more under control. Apologies for the moderate chaos, but I think everybody lived. All right, now just clean up these last two errands, and we are golden. We had to get at least one death hit on this trash, right? Sorry, where?
Well, better now than at peak chaos.
This is true. Unfortunately, there is just kind of that like relentless splash damage from these guys just going, screw everybody who's arranged. Yeah, true, dude. Beorning has a healer spec, a very good healer spec. D-Man here is our Beorning healer. That gives you a heavy armor healer who has a decent amount of group utility as well, along with the combat res. And additionally, especially for places like this, a Beorning healer is a little bit of a cheat because Beornings don't have power like I do, this blue bar, or like Werewillow does to cast our abilities. Beornings have wrath that they build up and spend to do their stuff. So all of these enemies here that have power draining abilities, if they don't get interrupted or what have you, don't stop your healer from healing. So I am a big proponent of running with the Beorning healer. We are technically a very weird mix in this group because I'm tanking on a champion, D-Man is healing on a Beorning, and our DPS slot is Werewillow on a Loremaster. So we are kind of an oddball group, but it works really well in these three-mans. Okay, food check should be good. Reduce scrolls for Werewillow up. Awesome, D-Man's already on it. So what I'm going to do is kind of basically just do our normal, where I'm going to start her off at the pillar that she's on, and keep close to that so that you guys can either duck around the pillar that I've got her on, or the one to the side if you're staying at ranged, and we're going to avoid the center as much as we can.
Leave that deadly cyclone just sitting there all fight.
As long as we possibly can, we want that deadly not to go active, yeah. All right. Quick ready check. Everybody's green. Let's go take a shot at the bird. Yeah, thanks for the follow, Brennan. Welcome in. You're coming in just at the last boss of Isle of Storms Tier 5. Because yeah, basically you guys should be able to just duck behind that pillar for downdraft and tornadoes, and I've got this pillar here if I want it. And the great joy of the Bog Lurker snap threat.
He's like, I got this.
No, that's okay. Quick reposition. Now, it's mostly just because I was downdrafts out. Yeah, I just wasn't leading with anything other than a quick swipe to get him positioned, so that was my fault for not basically leading with a heavier hitting initial. Right, back out. Oh, and I'm an idiot. I did not change tanking specs. I meant to swap specs before this fight. This one is fine, but it doesn't have what I want. All right, Deadly's out in the middle, so the middle is now officially no man's land. Tornado. Get some distance in a pillar. And back in.
It is not like my Bog Lurker today.
No, but I mean, of any of us for the bird to pick on, I think the Bog Lurker's a good choice. Let's be honest. Downdraft. Break line of sight. And on tier 5, he sometimes does like one more downdraft in his rotation, but we're good to go back in. All right, we are doing good. We should be getting our set of Wandering Cyclones here soon. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and move him, so swing around the outside with me here. Because that area got a little bit bad. He's got Tornado going out.
I'm stunned.
Oh.
He stunned me right in the middle of that tornado.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and call it a wipe. Just go find yourself a tornado to make friends with. But that will happen. This one, there's just some RNG sometimes for when he gets that range stun on you. Because he does have that ability that he can cast a ranged like hit and stun that does not respect line of sight.
Yeah, sometimes it's the red one that you got a few seconds to clear it, and then sometimes he just out and out stuns you.
Yep. I'll toss scrolls real quick. Yeah, this fight just has a little bit of that, well, we got screwed, let's go back in to it. Oh, but this time around...
Yeah, fix your spec.
Yeah. Let me just hop into my boss tanking spec. Basically, it takes out some of my AoE and gives me a little bit more single target damage.
More strikes, less blade, or is it the
More-
other way around?
More strikes, less blade. So the catch to that, though, is that my fervor generation isn't as good because I lose out on the yellow line turning battle frenzy extra buffed. So I am a little bit more reliant on just waiting to build fervor, but overall it's still worth it on single target fights, I believe. Especially stuff like this, because if I can land bleeds on the boss. Tornado. Line of sight and distance. Oh, and he just interrupted tornado for cyclones. I'm bringing him back where he was. I said, bird, I'm bringing you back where you were. Good bird. The deadly is wandering. I'm going to go ahead and swing. I'm going to swing through you guys so that you don't have to go through the deadly. So we're just going to swing all the way over the other side of the arena here. Downdraft out. Break line of sight.
Stun.
That's okay. D-Man, yeah, go pick Were Willow up. I am good on cooldowns to bring the boss over here and hold my own for a bit. Tornado. Distance and line of sight. All right, we're doing good though. We've got him almost 3 million down. Stupid stuns. Any corruption. Oh, he's doing extra cyclones. They're in the middle, though, it looks like. Any extra corruption removals we can get on him when he gets the downdraft, break line of sight. When he gets the slashing winds corruption, that's the blue kind of looks like a gust of wind icon. Any help removing that is good because it gets really annoying. I've got shield active if you need to catch up healing, D-Man, on you guys. You got cyclones coming on you guys. I'm going to go ahead and just follow me to a safer spot. Swing around this way. Tornado. We're doing really good so far, just slow, steady. And see if we can get this corruption purged off of him. Awesome, we're getting it tiered down at least. And it's gone. Shield is active, so go ahead and catch up healing if you need to. Downdraft. Okay, 3.4 million. Yep, there we go. Here's our next wave of cyclones. We are still looking good where we are, so I'm going to leave them here for the moment. If you guys have anything sneaking up behind you, let me know and I'll move them. Tornado. Get some distance. I am good, so go ahead and catch up on healing if you need. Right under, he's right about to hit 2 million, so I think, yep, downdraft, break line of sight. How are you guys on cyclones where you are?
We're good.
Awesome. All right, last phase here, just get corruptions off and then get us the last million of a bird and we are good. We've got, yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and swing him this way, so just follow me. We got a little bit more breathing room here. We're starting to pile up cyclones, but he's also under 1 million health. Tornado, don't come near. Just stay safe, dip in, and finish off the last 700 odd K.
A little too bold.
That'll happen. D-Man to your left. Watch out. You should be able to swing past me behind and be safe. Just watch out on the other side of the pillar. Downdraft, crap. All right, last 100 odd K, just burn them. Awesome job.
There it is.
So you got your title officially, and where Willow, you got yours?
Yep.
Sweet. Let's see. We got 2 of us got legendary traceries. Oop, and I got a 523 keen earring.
524 sturdy rearing.
Yeah, we got a sturdy, a subtle, and a keen in the mix. So if anybody wants something that they didn't get or got something they don't want, now's a good time to trade. Werewolf, do you want this keen earring? It's vitality, crit, and then a primary and a basic essence slot. I've got one keen earring already, and in my DPS set, I mainly run a pair of brights right now because I'm over crit cap, or the soft cap at least.
I mean, I've got a keen that I wear.
Yeah, I know you got one keen, and the other one I think you got one of the purple like bulls or something, right? Because we got you one before.
Yeah.
Yeah. If either of you wants a keen earring because you either don't have one yet or it's a big upgrade, just let me know.
I already have a keen somewhere in my bag, so I use it for my DPS that I'm not really focusing on yet, but
Yeah.
I already have one.
Yeah, and if I put a second keen into my mix, then I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of essences to swap crit for physical mastery.
Now I'm looking, I probably could use a bit of crit, so.
Yeah, I would much rather do the thing where we spread out the gearing to get everybody up to like baseline levels, rather than only just doing, well, I want to optimize all my stuff.
You need a sturdy. I think I already have two for my tanking.
I've got a 521 and a 522 sturdy, so I'm good. So I think that one is as a 524, but we both tank pretty regularly, and I've already got a good one. So
All right, we're good then.
awesome. Well, thank you both for tagging along, and dude, this is a this is a really good combo doing the champ Beorning Loremaster. I just have to say.
It might not look good on paper, but for some reason it really works.
Yeah, I mean, the first time we ran it, when Werewillow was still basically like, you were in almost all yellows when we did Street Tier 5. And we cruised through that place. Yeah, I think rolling with three oddballs in terms of class and specs actually paid off.
All right, thank you guys. I'm gonna log off for a bit. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks for the fun.
Indeed, indeed. Thanks for coming along, everybody. All right, so that actually went really kind of ridiculously smoothly for doing Isle Tier 5, especially with, like we were talking about, I'm tanking on a champion here, which, don't get me wrong, I love the champ tank, but is not a whole lot of people's idea as the first choice of a tank. And a Beorning healer, which a lot of people have been claiming are absolute trash since the changes, and no, they're not. Their heals, some of their heals just don't cross raids now. They're still absolutely amazing healers in a regular group. And then a Loremaster in our DPS slot. Basically, we are the just mitigate mistakes and chip away at a steady pace through the content group, which truthfully worked out really well here. So I am pretty stoked with that. But now I'm going to change back into my non-tanking build here. And probably go run around and see, red DPS, there we are. One thing I really wish you didn't have to do, because this keeps fucking stuff up, is your LIs mess up your wardrobe stuff. So your cosmetic outfits, your wardrobe stuff gets messed up and it slides LIs into those slots even if you don't have them equipped when you change your cosmetics out. Which is just one of those things of, come on, Lotro, you've had these systems in place for how long and you still cannot fix this crap. Sometimes you can get away with switching your gear and your outfits in very specific orders to not have it do a cosmetic overwrite of your weapon with your LI. But most of the time it just breaks it for you. It's, it's helpful that way. So I'm going to head back into the Bloody Eagle. I did one delving to roll through. I'm just going to go ahead and probably do a couple more. Securing salvage, is that... Did they change things up in here? So this probably is something that came in with update 40 that I just have not done or looked at yet. And I will do that at a later date. I'm just going to do the ones that I can kind of sleepwalk through. I don't think today's malices were bad. I think it was just fire on the ground. But we'll find out. Okay, yeah, we have shadow damage, reflect. Crabs do lacerations on their own. That's not from the it's not from the delving malices. Oh yeah, and we have Creeping Doom here as well. So just purge that fear effect off, because if that goes all the way off, it'll turn into a stun. And there's that fire effect on the ground if a mob gets a chance to get that off before they die. So for the most part, I just need to watch out and kill the mobs really quickly or just move out of it. And as long as you don't just stand in it the whole time, it's not that bad, because I do have still a decent amount of tactical mitigation in this set, even though I've been dropping it for more pure DPS. If it was a problem, I always could change out a few gear pieces and mix in some more defense, but I don't really need to for just these tier 7 delvings. And I don't need to kill these two crabs because they're both just hunters, but it will keep them from potentially sneaking up behind me while I'm doing other packs along the beach. So it doesn't hurt to get them out of the way. Oh, and of course, Fear Nothing purged off the lacerations, not Creeping Doom, so I just got to eat that stun. But having it happen out of combat is not the worst thing in the world. This should be the last great crab I need, even though I'm probably still going to have to kill that one down there on the beach because he's usually standing right by that trap. Yep, he's just going to hang there by the last trap I need. But killing extra crabs doesn't really hurt anything in here, largely because they will drop the brine-touched claws, and those are a task board turn-in item, so extra task items, not gonna hurt anybody. And that is crabs done. Let's see, did I get anything actually interesting out of the box? Let's see, Pristine Benevolent Delver Sabatons. Kind of the crappy ones because it's Vitality and a bunch of Finesse and then some Fate plus 2 basic Essence slots, so nobody really wants that set, I don't think. At least not that piece out of the set, I should say. Unless I'm mistaken, I think my tanking set I use 1 or 2. Oh, I use Resolute. Yeah, I use Pristine Resolute, not Pristine Benevolent. But so it goes. Could have been a worse pull, but it was not bad because I at least got something that I can melt for some Delving Writs. And that is probably going to do it here for the moment. Got a nice little short stream in. Let's see who is online. Oh, we got Aubrey is online, so I'm going to go send folks over to Aubrey the Weird One, who is in costume.